Test. Um, that would be my PC mic, but it's not good. That would be my PC mic, but it's not good.
Test. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Things work. Do things work? How does one stream? No one knows. Actually, so many people know. I just don't know how to do it. How the fuck do I see chat? Test. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Okay. Okay. Audio sounds good. How do I get chat on OBS? It used to be here, but now it's not. What in the world? What did I just do? Oh, God. Stream. Okay, can I just get it over here then? Can I just get it somewhere? I don't even know how to access this chat. How do I access my stream? How do I not know how to do this? Oh, what's up, MU? Okay, okay. I love the ABA too. It is actually the best league ever. Okay. Let us open up Google Earth and let's get going. Let us open up Google Earth. Don't crash. I, I could care less. Okay. Rec end. Let's see. Let's let things load. Oh, do 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 do. While these load, I'm gonna try to see if I can get chat on OBS. Chat, 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 chat. No chat. Where is chat? Okay, whatever. Why is this stuff not loading? It has never taken this long. What is going on with my laptop? Okay, here we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Where did I leave off? What do I need to talk about? Storin, I think? Storin was determined to get Kareem by any means possible because he believed a player of his caliber would single-handedly either make the league profitable or force a merger. Storin and Dick Tinkman, who is the legal counsel of the Pacers, devised operation. Okay, let me pull my script. Let's see. close that out. Okay. Where is Doc's Drive? Doc Part 3. Stern is trying to get Kareem any means possible today. Already? Yeah, I already re-recorded this. Wait, did I? I say legal counsel,
Player
right?
of the Year award.
Because I said owner in my first take.
Warren was determined to get
is
Kareem by
wrong.
any means possible because he believed a player of his caliber would single-handedly either make the league profitable or force a merger. Storen and Dick Tinkman, who is the legal counsel of the Pacers.
Okay, cool. That is all that matters. Okay, so where's my rec end? Okay, so we're going to need to cut to Storen. Man, you guys missed a riveting stream where I spent like 45 minutes looking for a newspaper clipping. Okay. I really did not give myself enough room. I guess I can just do the rest of the playoffs down here. Okay. So I rec end here. I guess I just keep on moving over. Browse. Part 3, then we gotta go there, and then images, because I have Storen in part 1. No, I have Storen in part 2. It's looking like 9. It's looking like 9. It'll probably be 9 parts, I think. I'm kind of pretty not too hard set on how many parts there will be. Just kind of trying to make every part around 40 minutes. So if like season, I mean, there's 9 seasons. So if season 3, if I cover all of season 3 and the video is like 20 minutes, I want to make it into 2 seasons of a part. Or I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I thought the second part was going to be season 2 and 3, but then season 2 took 40 minutes to cover. So, and the more I keep on doing this, the more research I do, and the better I get, and the more transitions happen, and blah, blah, blah. The longer the videos are in general, but the better they are. So, TBD, I'd say 9. Probably be like, I mean, say they're all 40 minutes times, Jesus. Six-hour documentary. It's not horrible. That's not horrible at all. Okay, we're Storen. Let's not use that one. There it is. Go to 9. Storen. Oh man, I cannot type. Storen with Kareem. What kind of shape do I want to make? Let's just go down the line, man. Just keep on going down the line. So right now I'm talking about how the league should have landed Kareem, and how it was a game changer. It was basically a whole chapter of the book. But basically George Mikan fucked up, and it essentially led him to being fired 1-1. So yeah. My favorite team, story-wise, like, I mean, they're not even here yet, but it's kind of hard not to pick the St. Louis Spirits. That's the 30 for 30 is what got me into the ABA. I mean, the Pacers are obviously the best team. I think the Pipers had potential, but they kind of threw it away. Nets are boring. The Chaparrals, which turned into Spurs, probably have the most interesting story overall, I would say, because they have the like most aggressive turnaround. I mean, and a very interesting business move. That's one thing I'm excited to get into is the like strange business moves that go into this like whole league. Like the Spurs get leased. There we go. The Spurs become like a leased asset at one point in time, which is insane. Like I've never even heard of that for a basketball league. I don't know why everything got put up. Where's the Pipers logo? There. Nets logo is there. Okay, there. What about you, Emu? What's your favorite team? Can y'all hear me fine? Kentucky's good. The thing about Kentucky is the book I based it off of does not mention them that much, which is, I'm basing most of this off of, I mean, you can see how much I've used this book. It's literally like the front cover tore off. But this is Loose Balls by Terry Pluto. So let me grab it, actually. I bought another book because they don't talk about the kernels enough in this book. Well, it is not where I thought it was. Oh well, but yeah, I bought another book because the Terry Pluto's book it's amazing. It just didn't cover the kernels enough, and then like how do you make a comprehensive documentary with not covering the kernels effectively? I mean, that's just my whole thing. I mean, yeah, I'll definitely have to figure out how to get them in because, like, so far I've been focusing on the funny stories, but slash the interesting ones. But the kernels they're in there. I just need to figure it out. But yeah. Okay. I need Dick Tinkman. Oh yeah, I've seen Semi Pro. Knowing about the ABA makes Semi Pro such a funnier movie too. That is not Dick Tinkman. There we go. Wait, did I already get this image? No, okay. I don't like that one. This is even him. That's Dick. Let's go with this one. Gotta open up GIMP. Make this a JPEG. AFL. I was thinking of doing AFL next. I was in between three ideas for the next one. AFL, UCFL, or pivoting entirely. So I'm an accountant. So fraud has always been something that has interested me. So I was thinking about doing a documentary about WorldCom. Because like I feel like everyone knows about what happened with Enron, at least in my field, and WorldCom would be interesting. But I don't know. At this rate, that's like at least 2 years out. So I'm not too decided on what I'd do next. AFL is definitely in there. It's definitely in the conversation. That would be such an undertaking, though, like even bigger than the ABA one. But I'd try it. Whatever I do, the next one I do, I'm going to need a new PC because this PC is struggling to do what I need to do. Images, part 3. What am I at? 025? 025, Dick Tinkman. If I misspell anything ever, just ignore it. Just pretend it didn't happen. As long as it's not mispronounced in the doc, in the final product, I really don't care. Or misspelled in the doc. Like anything here, or like file names, I could care less. What do you got for exhibition games? Baltimore Claws. The Baltimore Claws. Exhibition games. Oh. Yes, they were. See, it's been a while since I read this book, so I'm not even like, don't remember. Because I read this whole thing and then took notes on it. So I don't even remember it. They played the NBA, right? And then they won. I will be covering all NBA exhibition games, if that's the question. Oh, wait. Okay. Cubs only played 3 games in their history, preseason exhibition. I don't know if they were mentioned in this book. I will have to add this. Thank you, MU. That is a good looks. Good looks. What year? Cubs only played 3 exhibition games. 75. Damn, do I really not? Wow. Okay. I don't know how I missed that. I don't know how I missed a whole team. Damn. I feel like an idiot now. I will have to do some research on that. Gosh, this is so early. Okay. Folded. Alright. Lost to 76ers. Interesting. Alright, I will have to do more research than just looking at a Wikipedia page. Original name was Baltimore Hustlers. Interesting. Okay. I will do more research. I will definitely do more research. I guess they were just never mentioned in the book. So it just like never came up. This is not, I will never claim this whole project that I'm doing is perfect. I will never claim that. But I will definitely be adding that now. Okay. What was I saying? Part 3. Starnes turned to get creamed by any means possible because he believed players caliber would single-handedly either make the league profitable or force a merger. Stoner and Dick Tinkman, who is the legal counsel of the Pacers, devised Operation Kingfish. Okay, so at least I need at least a graphic. Why is this all like highlighted? Oh, there we go. I need at least a graphic. Here, I can do something about profitable and merger. I'll make something for Operation Kingfish. I was thinking, I already thought of something. This will actually, you know what? I might just start this now because I have it in my mind. I want to do something. Do I have the font downloaded? I might have already downloaded it. But I want to make, because it's like such a sick name, Operation Kingfish. It sounds like a James Bond movie. I want to make a fake like James Bond poster. The things I do for things that are shown for like 30 seconds. Did I already download it? Why do I feel like I might have? Oh, I did. Yeah, so I already thought about this. Okay, let's see what I can do when I... See what happens when I do this. Ah, it is an artist. Kingfish. Nah, none of those are badass. Okay, let's look at like James Bond posters. Like if I can do something like this, that'd be sick. I mean, obviously not as complex because, you know, like maybe something like this. Just a silhouette, fish with a crown, Operation Kingfish, all in the James Bond font. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's do a red box. Tools. Selection, paints, filters, layer. Where the hell is it? Tools. I need my tools. Transform, paint. Gosh, doing things always takes me a minute when I haven't done this in a while. It's been like a couple weeks because I've been it's been like a month actually because I've been traveling for work. Do you know about the San Diego Conquistadors? Yes, I do know about the Conquistadors. I need to reread that section of the book. But the Conquistadors are on there. I know they basically were only around for 2 seasons, and then they folded. Actually, no, they turned into the Sales, so they're only around for 1 season. Wilt was their coach. Yeah, I have a few notes on them. That's probably what I will focus on them. Probably not much more than that fact that they got Wilt as their coach. But especially with the later seasons, like I feel like the book didn't do a great job of covering every single team. So I'm gonna be doing a lot more research when it comes to the end game, especially before like teams fold and shit. Okay, why can I not find paint tools? How to add a square in GIMP. How is there a video on this? How is this just not?
Clear select tool. Shift B.
How's there just... Wow, there's just no shapes tool in this fucking program. That's insane. Okay, how else can I do this? Is there really no shapes tool? I just don't believe that. I feel like I've done shapes before. Okay, I could... Why am I trying to make it in here when I can just look up... When I just freaking rip it. How about I just do? Of course, I came up with the Russia. The Floridians do have cool jerseys. I like that the Heat paid homage to them a couple years ago with their city jerseys. Which one is it? Or it might have been throwbacks. Yeah. I think they did some... Yeah, they did. I don't think that's Photoshop. Is that Aaron Iverson generated? I could have sworn they did. Maybe I'm tripping. Okay, I need to switch laundry in a second. White circle. Save image as. God damn it. I don't feel like doing all this. Let me just find a transparent one. There we go. Am I going to talk about the Memphis teams? Yes, I definitely will. I should cover... My goal is to cover every team. Let's see, Memphis. Again, just checking notes. Yes, I have a few notes about Memphis Sound for sure. Well, yeah, they draft David Thompson. Of course, I'm going to mention the Memphis team. I want to try to hit all of the Hall of Famers that played in this league, at the very least. Well, yeah. Why am I struggling to find this so much? This should not be that hard. Here, I probably should show you what I'm looking at. Come on. Thank God. Okay. Scale this up to. Let's look at that Bond poster again. All right. So I want to. Looks like you get a good bit of this. A little more. It looks like it doesn't quite touch the edges, but it almost does. The modern one? No, I will not be talking about the Resurrection League. Maybe I'll mention it, like a legacy of like what they left, but nothing in depth for sure. Fish with crown art. Let's see. Oh, this is like perfect. I'm going to have to cut it out anyway. Shit. Wait. Am I being stupid? Yeah, I am. So I can just do this. It's white on white. I kind of want it to be bigger, so okay, I'm not. Alright, we're starting over. I apologize. Let's make it all black. Okay, it's not letting me. Okay, we'll just cut it out for now. And then I'll do some color edits. Let's see. You know, the New Orleans Buccaneers are supposed to be Louisiana. Really? I did not know that. Why did they go with the New Orleans name? I mean, I'm assuming if they were in Louisiana, they would be in New Orleans no matter what. Is there a reason they switched? Just better branding? Oh man, the things I do for a graphic that's going to be on the screen for all of 30 seconds. Oh, wow, I have 3 people watching. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I mean, I know this isn't the most exciting content. I appreciate all the support on the videos and everything. You know, I didn't think these things would get 100 views, less than, let alone 22K on the first one, and you know, 300 on the second, which is amazing. And it's been awesome. It's really been awesome. It's been nice to be able to pick this back up too, post getting my CPA and stuff. That was the main reason for the long break, that and graduating college. But hoping to get this out by May, but we're only 5 minutes in. Kind of. This is gonna with the trends. That's 1/8 of the video done already. So I think that May deadline that I set for myself is going to be very easy and possibly if the ABA had kept the Baltimore clause, possibly easy to meet. Yeah, I don't know. It would probably be hard because the Bullets were in the league at the time, and then you'd compete with DC nowadays. But I guess football does that, and they still succeed. But definitely with the Bullets, it would have been hard to. I'm lagging. Is this better? Let me see. Thank you for the heads up. I'm lagging. Is this better? No. It's coming through fine on my phone. Let me see. Thank you for the heads up. If I just do this. Let me pull it up on the on my YouTube. gosh, where'd it go? Let's see. Test, 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 test. Let's increase that. Let's see. Like Omega loud now. Test, 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 test. Let's increase that. Let's see. Like Omega loud now. That sounds fine. Okay. Hopefully that helped. No way. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I need to go flip my laundry. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna... Test. Audio input capture 3. Okay. I think that should be good. And I cannot believe that I messed up this selection.
Test. Audio.
Yeah, cool. Alright, let's do this again. Yeah, I'm sorry you can't. Maybe try restarting the stream. I don't know. It's coming through on my phone decently. Oh, okay. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's speedrun cutting this out. How is your day going, MU? 7K4. Do you mind if I just call you MU? Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. 1980s, New York next. Those are. That's good. Good that your day's going well. The dark blue and red jerseys were sick. Awesome. Awesome. I appreciate it. The dark blue and red. The Knicks have historically really good jerseys. In the 80s, my favorite jersey has to be probably the the Cavs, I think that's when they switched to the orange jerseys. I don't know. There's something about those orange jerseys that they had that were sick. Those, and then the Mavericks jersey, which I'm just a little biased on that because that's my favorite team. The green. And then I'm trying to think what else. This is 90s, but the Raptors original jerseys, obviously. And then you have the Bullets jerseys were sick. I'm trying to think of other. I've always just liked the simplicity of the Spurs jersey. Never really changed throughout the whole thing. Okay. Almost kind of done. Back to where we were. I've already done this, so it shouldn't be as hard. The Kansas City Kings jersey were sick, especially when they were Cincinnati Royals. Again, I'm biased, though, because I'm from Cincy. The Oscar Robertson ones in the 60s, but the Kings jerseys are sweet. I don't know. Jerseys kind of, like, none of the new jerseys are that cool, in my opinion. Like, it's like what they did to the Magic logo. It's like, what are you guys doing? Like, you guys had a sick logo, never changed. What did I even just do? I'm actually so upset. Okay. How did I just do that? Wait, how did I just do that? I can just double click this whole time? Oh my god, my life just changed. What? What? I think... Wow. Do you know how many times I've, like, gone in and, like, hand selected an outline of these images, and I could have just been double clicking this whole time, and it would have been doing it automatically for me? This is actually insane. This is probably why I should watch, like, tutorials for the programs I use. Or I can just keep on freeballing it like I have been. It's been turning out okay. I don't need to save it as anything too special. Images. Part 3. It's like the 1960s Lakers. The blue Lakers jerseys are so cool. Fish. I almost like am upset they haven't really ever brought them back or that they've changed at all. Those, I'm trying to think. The Baltimore Braves. Wait, is it? Yeah. Yeah, Baltimore. Yeah. It was the DC Bull. What's the Baltimore Bullets? It was also the Baltimore Braves, right? Am I going crazy? They had a good jersey. Okay. Scale. Buffalo Braves. Thank you. I knew Baltimore wasn't right because it was the Baltimore Bullets. The Braves had dope colors. And then they turned into Clippers and became so stale. Okay. I don't know why my brain is not braining today. Let's see. Oops. $1984. 1984 specifically. Is that the one with the buck on it? I thought that was 2000 though. Okay, no, but these ones are sick. I was thinking of... It has to be like 95? Yep. These jerseys are sweet. The Ray Allen ones. I kind of want it like skinnier. I want it like this. I think, which means... Oh, shoot. Which means I need to edit that text to be tighter. Smaller. How does the Bond poster look? Does the text exceed the box? Where is that Bond poster? Riveting content right here. I definitely got rid of it. Okay, let me just look it up again. James. No, it is basically in line with the box, which means like probably like this. What, 184? Every single Seattle Supersonic jersey is so cool. Let's see how this crop looks. I still think I want the text smaller. I don't think that looks horrible. I think I get rid of the white. Okay, let's see if this works the way I want it to. How did I do this again? Where did my snipping tool go? Bring back the Sonics. I have a controversial take on that. I don't think the Sonics deserve to come back. I mean, they did kind of get stolen, but they got moved for a reason. Like, they weren't supporting the team for the longest time. They won a championship. They won a championship in the 70s and they didn't support the team. Granted, their team was... And it actually was never that bad. Actually, no, I need to keep it on white. Because I can't do black on black. Alright. That doesn't look too bad. It's a little off-center, but... Do I care? Yes, I did. At least expansion team. Yeah, I mean, I know everyone wants, you do the Sonics Vegas expansion, and then you move the, Memphis to the East. And you have 32 teams, balanced conference. Export to images. I'm at 26. Yeah, 26. Oh, 26. Kingfish. Okay. All of that. Let's bring this in. And it to look just alright. Could be better, but can you do it back? The WHA, who had the most confusing team of all time, they had two separate entities called the Cleveland Spiders or something. No. Spiders. Hockey team. So I don't know much about the WHA, but World Hockey. I know they had a team that was like, I looked into this one time. They had one of the most confusingly like team names of all time. Who was it? Oh, this is not the league I'm thinking of. This is different. I don't know anything about this league. Jersey Knights. So who went into the NHL? Obviously the Winnipeg Jets. Oh, this is the Avs. Okay. This is the Hurricanes. Oh, the Whalers. Yeah, duh. Joined the Central Hockey League. This is the Oilers. Okay, so is this the league I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the new one. I'm thinking of one from like league did the NHL most recently merge with. Okay, yeah, it's the Cleveland Barons, but then there's like another Cleveland Barons, which is like from a different or something like from a different hockey league, but they are completely unaffiliated teams. It's the funniest thing ever. It's something like that. It's actually so funny. Defunct merged with the Minnesota North Stars. Do y'all know about the Steagles? The Philadelphia Pittsburgh Steagles. This was a team, and when was this? Was during the Great Depression, so they couldn't field the team / World War. No, it was World War II. They couldn't field the team as one team, so they merged temporarily, and they're called the Steagles. Card Pit? I did not know that one. Card Pit. What? Okay, I did not know about this one. I was just telling my coworker about the Scab skins. What was that? 1987 Redskins. Scabs. Yeah, it was the. Yeah, 1987. I had the year mixed up. I thought it was the 1982 team when I was telling them about it, though. Because the 1982 team, the kicker wins the MVP, which is the craziest thing of all time. He did hit, like, 6 game-winning kicks in the, like, regular season, though. Can you guys hear that?
He did hit like 6 game-winning kicks in the like regular season, though.
No, you can't. Okay. Okay. Operation Kingfish. That looks alright. I mean, what I envisioned looked better. But it doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look horrible. Okay. Back to the script. Okay. This isn't going to be there, though. Let's just keep it simple with this one. Force a merger. Return a profit. Where's my money symbol? Keep it simple. ABA logo, NBA logo, 2 arrows. That's not a bad idea. Simple. Keeping it simple. Nice thing about these types of graphics is, like, don't have to necessarily, like, I can kind of play around with them a little bit. I mean, it's just an arrow. But actually I can't. Because there's literally 0 way for me to look exactly the same in this program unless I do this. Is that too much green? Why am I even thinking about that? Who cares? Where's the ABA logo? There's absolutely no way I did not use the ABA logo in the first episode. Is that true? Did I really not? Is this real? No, because I've been using the ball. Is this really the first time we'll be using the official ABA logo in this goddamn documentary? That is actually, like, sickening. God. No wonder I got a comment saying I was incompetent today. The dude was right. I am. Honestly, should just hang it up. And this is already... It's already transparent. Part 3. We're going to have to move that arrow down. Have I really used the NBA logo? Damn. Is it in... Please tell me it's at least here. Like, I didn't check part 2. I didn't think I used it in part 2. Wow. That's kind of sad. I mean, it is kind of an ugly logo. I'm not going to even lie. It's kind of an ugly logo. Kind of hate the ABA logo. That's why I've been using the ball, because I think it just looks better. But I definitely should be using it. Good old Jerry West right here. Good old Jerry. Let's see. Oh, 3-5 NBA logo. Oh, stop it. Properties. 03. 6. NBA arrow. Properties. That's. And like that. And it doesn't look too bad. Let's bring that arrow down a little bit. Arrow down. Okay, perfect. Okay, back to the script. Dick Tankman legal counsel devised. Okay, so really it's gonna be like this. And everyone's gonna be like, why did you use space like that? And then boom, Dick Tankman, wow. And then I do Operation Kingfish, which will move here. Cream Operation Kingfist, their plan to land Kareem, they hired a team of psychologists to develop a psychological profile of Kareem. Insanity. Alright, I'm going to need another beer here soon. Need one small little break. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, we back. Investigation to learn more about Kareem. Tourist research to term psychologists. Do I just do... How do I not just do Robin Williams? Robin Williams, Good Will Hunting. Two, 7, Robin Williams. I wonder how many people will actually get this. Probably not many. I always wonder that. How many people will get what I'm saying? How long have I been streaming? I don't think it's going to be too long of a stream. Only an hour. It's like a whole minute to fill. What's up, MU? Welcome back. Welcome back. Will anyone get the Robin Williams reference? To be determined. Team of psychologists to help develop. They hired a team of psychologists to develop a psychological profile to help Kareem negotiate the questions. They also hired a private investigator. Let's do Monk. Oh, 2-8 Monk. He's my PI. And even less people will get this reference. God, I hate when I do that. Oh my gosh. This is a tough showing. It's definitely the most iconic thing to come out of the ABA, the red, white, blue ball. I think, I don't know, from my understanding, they never had, at least that's what the book said, is that they never had a deal with it to sell it, which is like, how? But I like it there better. But I guess they didn't. I got some comments on it saying people had like some with the logo on it, which I like. They said they had one with the logo on it, and they said like there's no way they didn't get royalties, and I agree with them. But maybe they just made it and they just never had a patent filed for the coloration. And then, like, that lost them with so much revenue. Okay. They also hired flight investigator Kareem. Through all this research, they determined two things. One, Kareem will make a decision by himself. Two, no agents or people in the circle will help him. Two, once he makes the decision, it will be final. Right here, I think. Did I go with the James Bond font? Just reuse it? I think that could look good. Do it with white. Cream. Control A, scale down. Okay, we'll just do that. Oh my god, why do they all look awful? What's the dash look like? Nope. Slash. What I can just do, watch this. Boom. Mission failed. Okay. I think that just works. That works. Couple spaces. Kind of looks a little stupid, but you know, I thrive in that little stupid niche, you know. So that's really my sweet spot. I think that looks decent. I just want to reuse the James Bond text. That's like, it's not like it's hard to download a font, but I still downloaded it. Let's see. How does this look? I think I'm gonna have to screw, and that's fine. I can just little movement right here won't be bad. Keep it dynamic. 039. Just go like maybe put it around here. Yeah, I think that looks fine. That's actually not a bad shot right here. I think we got it. We got the money shot right there. Once the decision made, it is final. Okay, so I re-recorded that part. Where do I cut to? Me.
Storn was determined to get Kareem by any means possible. Because he believed a player of his caliber would single-handedly either make the league profitable or force a merger. Storn and Dick Tinkman, who is the legal counsel of the Pacers, devised Operation Kingfish. This was their
Do
plan
I
to land
say
Kareem.
any of this?
They hired a team of psychologists to develop a psychological profile of Kareem and help develop...
Because I think this is where I cut to me.
They also hired a private investigator to learn more about Kareem. Through all this research, they determined two things. One, Kareem will make the decision himself. No agents or people in his circle will help him decide. And two, once the decision is made, it will be final.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so let's get all my blocking set. I don't think I need Kareem in the picture. That looks fine. Snapshot view, 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 snapshot view. Then you'd zoom. Okay, cool. It's not much movement, but there's a lot of activity, which is fine. It's definitely my weakest parts of the first part was I didn't have enough dynamicism, in my opinion. Is that a word? Is dynamicism a word? Boom. Storm is trying to get Kareem by all means possible. He believes players caliber single-handedly make the league possible or force a merger. Boom. Storm and Dick Tinkman. Storn and Dick Tinkman, who is the legal counsel of the Pacers, devised Operation Kingfish. This was the plan to land Kareem. They hired a team of psychologists and private investigators to learn more about the Kareem, and they determined two things. One, Kareem makes the decision. Two, the one decision made is final. See how it looks. Make sure I did it all right. There's a frame with at least just Storm, right? Yeah, okay. All I need is a frame. Is it playing? Oh man, I took a while. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. That's a snapshot. That's a snapshot. Took me a second. That's a snapshot. So I'm at like 4. That's a snapshot. That's 5. 6. Cut to the movement. Snapshot 7. 8. That's not horrible for... It could be more dynamic, but I guess right now it's fine. By now, I mean, it's fine. It's not like I'm re-recording this. Tools, Movie Maker, create movie, yes. Let's open up. Emmy, I got a question for you. What's your opinion on the cutaways that I do? What's your opinion on them? Good, bad, neutral, part of the product? Clips, part 3. All right, I guess. All right, that's fair. I'll take all right. I don't know. Adds a little bit of humor. I know it definitely probably isn't for everyone, but I definitely cut out down on them in the second part. Okay, let's see, it's almost done. Then we run it through Handbrakes, and then we take a bunch of screenshots, and then you put it in DaVinci, and then I move on to the next part. And this is gonna be the hardest part of this whole video. Where do I transition from? Oh no, it won't be. I just talk about how they. Oh no, you're good, MU. No worries at all, man. Do it. Do what you need to do. Oh, no worries, dude. No worries at all. I just appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. see. What the hell am I looking for? This. Fonts. My cropping is in here. Handbrakes is just 120 at the bottom. Clips, part 3. It's done. Done. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Glad you got that done. Okay. Is that exported? And O2 did not open the right way. 'Cause I'm still dumb and still haven't made it the default way to open. I always forget, and not having a logo doesn't help. Is it media player? Oh, come on. Really? And let's see. Come on. Open what? There we go. Clips and whatever. That's not it. No, I do movies and TV. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. And then you do this. Save photos from video. And it's going to open up somewhere else, which always annoys me. And you do this, and then back a few frames. Save this image. Oh my gosh, was this like literally one frame? Oh, 2.01. I don't need to do the 01 because there's only 8. Skip ahead to not that far. Oh, 2.03. 2.04. So I set a hard deadline for May, and the only reason it's that far out is because of busy season. I'm gonna be able to work on it less, but when I'm not traveling, I've set aside Sundays and Tuesdays to work on it. So, and it generally it takes about every minute of the documentary takes roughly, I would say, an hour of work. 0.6. So, say I get 3-4 hours done on Tuesdays, which is the plan. That's 3 minutes, assuming it's going to be about 40 minutes again. And let's say I get like 5 or 6 done on Sundays. That's what? Just rounded up to 10 hours a week. Probably realistically, like if I follow that schedule, I'd give it 2 months. Because I'll probably miss weeks because of work or events. Like I'm not gonna be able to do it this Sunday because I'm going to the Bengals game. And then Sunday after that, I'm actually traveling, and then Sunday after that. But I'd say realistically 2 to 3 months. Definitely much shorter than the time between the first and second part. That was all because like I was graduating school, and I then was studying for the CPA, actual like just life stuff. But I definitely think 2 to 3 months is very realistic, which I hope people appreciate. It is definitely a long process, as you're seeing now, as you missed the easiest part, which is just the recording, but like, getting all of this done. It's my own fault. I'm doing it in a... Do you think the Nets should have moved to Brooklyn? Like, while they're in the ABA? I don't think it really mattered. I don't think it would have mattered. They're still the second... They would still, and they forever will be, the secondary team in that market. I don't think if you move it to downtown New York or not, that changes anything, personally. I mean, I could be wrong, though. Wait, okay, 02. Fill that in.
Player of the Year awards. Winning the championship. Storm was determined to get creamed by
Okay, so I need to cut some of this.
Storm was determined to get creamed by any means possible because he believed a player of his caliber.
Okay, I can do a little cheat here. That's the good thing about having a black background. Let's cut this amount. Let's have a nice, quick movement. Okay. Virginia Squires folded only a few months before they would have gotten a lot of money. Yeah, I know. Definitely huge fumble, I guess, by them. Literally every team that, because it was the Colonels, it was only 6 at the end. It was the Colonels, the St. Louis team, Spirits, and then the Pacers, Nuggets, Nets. Why am I forgetting the last? Spurs, duh. And obviously, I'm sure you know, the frickin' Spirit owner made probably the best business deal, what I consider the best business deal of all time. And then the Colonels owner, they sold the team for that like $2 million or $3 million payout, and then he turned around and bought the Braves, I think, for $1 million. So he just netted $1 million profit. I think it was the Braves. It might have been the Bullets.
Because he believed a player of
You need to go here.
prospect of all time. I don't know who is. Storm was determined to get Kareem by any means possible. Because he
Lose caliber. I think that the Squires, like, it's so weird, like, thinking about stuff like that. Like, I'll see you, Emu. Thanks for tuning in, man. It sounds good. I appreciate it. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming that late. Let's see. I might be. It'll probably be wrapping up. Got work and stuff tomorrow, sadly, so gotta go to bed early. But I appreciate you tuning in.
or force a merger. Or force a merger. Or
Okay. I got 2 likes. Let's go. All right. Profitable force merger. That's 03.
Storm and Dick Tapeman.
Storin and Dick. Storin and Dick. Where's 04? I'm blind. Jesus.
Tapeman, who is the legal counsel of the Pacers, devised Operation
It's how I usually record anyway, so it's not too bad. Fish. Let's go to right there. That's how I recorded the first 2 videos. It's kind of nice. I think this would be overwhelming if like 100 people tuned into these streams. This whole like process is like pretty like a stress reliever for me, so it's nice not to have to. Not saying I'm not enjoying the interaction, but don't mind it. Is all I'm saying. Psychologist. Boom. 6.
Psychologists to develop a psychological profile of Kareem and help develop negotiation questions. They also hired a private investigator to learn more about Kareem. Through all this research, they Private investigator. Negotiation questions. He also hired a private investigator to learn more about Kareem. Through all this research, they determined
Private investigator, PI.
to learn more about Kareem. Through all this research, they
Determine
determined
two things. How fast does this transition go? God damn it! Get out of here! Get out of here!
One, Kareem will make the decision himself. No agents or people in his circle will or people in his this research, they determined two things. One, this research, they determined two things. One,
Damn, even more. Barely on the PI.
an investigator to learn more about Kareem. Through all this research, they determined two things. One, Kareem. Two things. One,
Boom.
Kareem will make the decision himself. No
Agents
agents or
or
people in his circle will help him decide. And two,
Two.
would help him decide. And
So that little spike.
two, once the decision is made, it will be final.
And oh my gosh.
they have the best shot to land them? 2, who actually has the money to land them? And 3, and trust me, this was way less important, competitive balancing. The ABA thrived off collision, and it truly was one of their keys to success.
Okay. The outcome from all this information was one simple thing. The ABA should go into the meeting No, I need to say that Kareem decided to take a meeting with both teams on the same day. Oh. Man, I'm tired. We'll be back. Is my lunch done? Yeah, one more load to do. And we will low-key wrap up the stream once that's done. We back. We back. Call me Chance the Rapper. Okay. The hell did I say before I left? Let's type out the script. He wrote the script for the league. Okay. Who the fuck was the bozo that owned the Nets? Arthur Brown. What's up, MU? I am about to have food here soon. That was a quick 1 to 2 hours. Just messing with you. I'm just writing the next part. To their plan to Kareem agreed to one meeting with both the NBA and ABA on the same day. The ABA was slated to meet. Let's break this up. The ABA was slated to meet with Kareem first. The plant, due to all the research Storin conducted, The plan to land Kareem was simple. Keep things brief and hand him a check for $1 million, and he should sign with the ABA. The ABA and NBA were to meet with Kareem for their meetings on the same day. The ABA was slated. He was supposed to go to the Nets. Storen and Tankman, who are the Pacers, were the one that devised the plan to land him because there's collusion in the league. But this plan would have worked. They were going to offer, if they followed the plan Storen laid out, they would have offered more money to Kareem. And it sounds like that's all he really cared about in this first contract. And he would have been close to home rather than going to the NBA. Like, they would have told him they told him he would have been going to the Nets. I think. I'm like 90% confident in that. And they would have landed him. I in my opinion, I think they would have. And they would have forced a merger within like 2 years if they land Kareem. And a brief meeting turned into a 3-hour meeting. Let's pull up my notes. I'm gonna take a meeting with Kareem would only take one meeting and one offer from both leagues. I guess they didn't know that, though, 100%. I'll check for him. Yeah, the whole negotiation should just be put the check on the table and see if Kareem accepts. Yeah, dude, Kareem in a Nets ABA jersey would go crazy. And then Dr. J comes in the next year? Or does he come in? No, he comes in year 4. Wait, no. He didn't. I'm dumb. Why am I looking at the Nets? He didn't start with the Nets. He started with the Squires, right? Okay, so it must be season 4. Damn, is it season 5? Signed Artis? No, because Artis Gilmore was definitely in the league after. Oh. Okay. Season 5. 3-hour meeting. Despite their plan, which should have been a brief meeting, lasted 3 hours. Oh, 1 second. Oh, 1 second. I'll be back. Alright, sorry, I'm back. Probably just gonna record this portion, like, audio record it, and then call it a stream. Not too much done today, but something's better than nothing. Gotta finish up this laundry and kind of want to catch the end of this baseball game. Or the start of it. Should have been a brief meeting turned into a 3-hour meeting. Should have been a brief meeting turned into a 3-hour meeting. When Mikan honestly, I can just do this. Because I already basically wrote it out. He's a member of... Yeah, I mean, I feel like every team in the ABA was weird. They were definitely a very weird franchise. What? They turned into... Who did they turn into? Did they turn into the Cougars? They turned into the Cougars, right? Am I wrong? I think that's who they turned into. General Avian. Or did they turn into No, that Washington was the Oaks. Yeah, they had to have turned into the Cougars. Yeah, they did turn into the Cougars. Yeah, they did. Because the next year they're not around. In year 3 they're not around, and the Cougars are. The way they sold was weird. Because they were bought in the middle of year 2. And then their owner becomes like the face of the league. And they break up the bromance, which is sad. And then they sign Billy Cunningham. But he has to wait until 5 seasons to play with them. And then they had a brief... The Cougars are a weird team, too. They had a brief deal because the Rockets signed Spencer Haywood. See, I'm going to cover all this in this part. The Rockets signed Spencer Haywood, and he was a pain in the ass for the Rockets. He had 3 different contracts in his time. He had 3 different contracts in his one season with the ABA, and he basically drove the Rockets owner broke. And for a period, the Cougars owner had a handshake deal with the Rockets owner to buy the Rockets. The Mavericks did have a good logo. They did have a good logo. Okay, let's record this. Probably gonna record this and stream. I appreciate you tuning in. I gotta get some stuff done around the house. Skip. Okay. Let's get YouTuber voice going. Mikan. Arthur Brown and their plans. Kareem agreed to. One meeting with the NBA and the same day. Do all the research. Okay. Storen and Tankman looped the end. Right, see, this is the fun part that you're about to witness, the bloopers. Storen and Tankman looped... Storen and Tankman looped in NBA Commissioner George Mikan and Nets owner Arthur Brown into their plan to land Kareem. Kareem agreed. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck. Okay. Storen and Tankman linked. Storen and Tankman looped in NBA Commissioner George Mikan and Nets owner Arthur Brown into their plan to land Kareem. Kareem agreed to one meeting with both the NBA and ABA on the same day. No, I'm just on YouTube. I could go on Twitch if people would prefer to go on Twitch, but I just thought it was easier to just do YouTube because that's where people watch the streams. I also like pretty sure the most people watched the video were older and just like, but I don't even know how to stream the two platforms at once. I'm sure it's not hard though. Okay. Same day. Despite the easy to follow plan, which and the ABA was slated to go first. Due to all the research Storen conducted, the plan to land Kareem was simple. Keep things brief and just hand him a check for $1 million. And he should sign with the ABA. I'm going to have to lower the mic because I'm going to yell at one point and I don't want to peek it. Too bad. Despite the easy-to-follow plan, what should have been a brief meeting turned into an... Despite the easy-to-follow plans, what should have been a brief meeting should... The Denver Nuggets are not the original Denver Nuggets. What do you mean? I thought they stayed. I mean, they switched ownership. They were the ones that get absorbed. For sure. Unless I'm wrong. No, yeah, the Nuggets stayed for the whole time in the ABA. One of two teams to not move. Well, Kentucky never moved. Indy never moved. You could say New York didn't move, but they went from New Jersey to New York. And then Dallas. Oh, really? I did not know that. There's a Nuggets in 1948. Were they also in Denver? That's actually super interesting. Let's try this again.
Despite the easy-to-follow plans, what should have been a brief meeting should...
Despite the easy-to-follow plans, what should have been a brief meeting turned into a 3-hour meeting. When Mikan returned to Storen, he asked, "That check got us where we wanted to go." I should have done it in 2 takes. That's actually insane. What did they turn into? Did they just fold? 1948. 9. Denver Nuggets. What? And they were in the NBL. NBA was absorbed by the NBA in 1950 season. The Nuggets were the first major professional team in Colorado, but disbanded after going 11-15 in inaugural seasons. Not directly connected. Interesting. Dang. Wow. I did not know that. And then they played for the NPBL. Didn't turn into anything else. I mean, Evansville. I'm not even gonna try to say that. And then they turned to an AAU team. Interesting. You know your history, man. You know your history. It's impressive. Despite the easy-to-follow plan, what should have been a brief meeting turned into a 3-hour meeting. When Mikan returned to Storen, he asked, "That check got us to where we wanted to go, right?" I mean, I am too. I'm making a documentary about the ABA, so I completely understand. I watch too much content about sports. I did not know that one, though. If you like my channel, I'm sure you already know them if you stumbled across my videos. But, I mean, there's a whole subsect of, like, the guys that I'm inspired by, and I'm man enough to say that they do it better than me. John Boyce is the number one inspiration. I'm sure if you found me, you know John Boyce. Like, his stuff is insane. And then this guy, Hayden, I've been watching a lot recently. His stuff, how do you spell it? Is it just Hayden? Let's do history of beer and sports. This guy, Hayden, I don't know. He's really good. I've been watching him since, what was the first video of his I caught? I guess I watched that, but that was a while ago. That's before he pivoted to doing this stuff. Oh, that's okay. That's good to know. You should definitely check these two out if you haven't already. Like I said, like, it's a similar style. This is the first video I watched of him, Asterisks in Sports, and then the history of the death penalty. Anything from there on, I haven't watched this one. This is probably in the same style. I think anything from here on is in the same style. He's really good. Really, really good. I've watched this one. Still have to watch this one. I don't know how he does it. He just cranks them out. I don't know if he has a team behind him or anything, but it's good. And John Boyce is just a legend. Like, I want to be making these videos. Watch his history of the NFL. John Boyce or Hayden. I think because John Boyce just did the Scoregami again. So probably that one. I thought this was good. You know, he obviously made Scoregami. This was a really good series. I watched this on all four on a plane. You know, I only subscribe to this channel for John. But yeah, anything he's ever put out, a lot of it's on this channel on Secret Base, but some of it's on his personal and his older stuff. And his older stuff is like, I like his newer stuff a lot. Like, don't get me wrong. I just know I could never put out a product like that without, like, oh, Hayden. Okay. Watch his history of the NFL. I didn't even know that one. Year in sports. Oh, is it this one? The NFL players that should not exist. Oh, the history of the NFL, I guess. Yeah, that one's good. I've seen the history of the NFL, I guess. I forgot that was him. Dang. This guy's good. He only recently blew up. But yeah, I mean, it's guys like this. I don't think I'll ever become guys like this, but it's so good. This video, I haven't watched it yet. This is one of the most creative videos I have ever witnessed. I need to go through it. It's a choose your own adventure video. So like, you're the GM of the Sacramento Kings, and whatever decision you make, you're supposed to skip to a certain spot into the video. And I think there's like 32 different paths you can go. It's actually insane. Like, I've just never seen anyone do this. I love all sports history. Like, I am also a sports nerd. Like, trust me. NBA / like basketball is my number one, but then NBA and MLB definitely have great histories. I'm not as much into hockey just because it's kind of hard to follow hockey and basketball, I feel like, because their seasons run coincided. But I still like hockey. Okay. I gotta finish this up. Okay. I need to do this. All right, I apologize in advance. I'm gonna have to yell. Okay. What happened? Why did I not hear that? NBA 2 guys. Yeah, I've actually been doing I've been doing it the last 3 years. I did because the Mavs are my favorite team. So I've done what I call the most realistic way that I could do it is I do a sim. I play the playoffs, or I play deciding games in the playoffs as long as my team has one win. But I do before every season. So I start with the Mavs. Before every season, I have a random number generated between 0 and 3, and that's how many trades in the year I'm allowed to have, and then that's it. So I've gone like a decade without allowing a trade to happen, and last year I brought it all the way up to LeBron, and I started in the 70s. This year I got really good in this one this year really quickly, because I don't know what move I made, but I just got crazy good picks real quick. And like I've won 2 championships in a row. But it's definitely a lot of fun. I've thought about streaming that before, but I don't know. I think you're the only person in here, to be honest with you. Because the other one person, I think the second viewer is me. Because that's how I pulled up the chat. Okay, here we go. Mikan responded, "We decided it wasn't necessary to give him our best offer. We figured when he comes back to us, then we'll use the check for the second offer." Why can I not hear? Oh, I know why.
When Mikan returned to Storm, he asked, That check got us where we wanted to go, right? Mikan responded, "We decided it wasn't necessary to give him our best offer. We figured when he comes back to us, then we'll use the check for the second offer."
Alright, I apologize in advance. Storin then screamed, "You did what?"
When Mikan returned to Storin, he asked, "That check got us where we wanted to go, right?" Mikan responded, "We decided it wasn't necessary." Storin then screamed, "You did what?"
Mikan then said, "Don't panic. We know he's coming back. He's going to get the NBA's offer and he'll come back to us." Storin promptly responded, saying, "Is that what I told you to do?" Why does this keep on switching?
Storin promptly responded, saying, "Is that what I told you to do?"
Mikan then responded, saying, "Not exactly. The kid did say he would make a decision." At this point, Storin is irate. He screams to Mikan, "Fuck." At this point, Storin is irate. He screams to Mikan, "You dumb son of a bitch! Why did you damn it. Okay. At this point, Storin is irate. He screams to Mikan, "You dumb son of a bitch! Why did we spend all that money to find out all this information and you're not even going to use it? How could you nice... damn it. Almost. Storin at this point is irate, and he screams to Mikan, "You dumb son of a bitch! Why did we spend all that money to find out all this information if you're not going to use it? How could you guys not give him the check?"
"You dumb son of a bitch! Why did we
The yelling-
spend all that money to
the
find
yelling
out all
portion
this
of the stream is
information
over.
if you're not going to use it? How could you guys not give him the check?"
While this conversation was happening, Milwaukee was talking to Kareem. They gave him an offer. It was better than Mikan's, but not better than $1 million. Kareem goes with Milwaukee, and the rest is history. I will be live again. Let me think. Probably next week. Probably next Tuesday. Because I can't work this Sunday. There's a possibility I go live again tomorrow, but small chance. And then Thursday for sure not. And then I'm booked all weekend. But next Tuesday for sure. Thank you for joining. I'm about to wrap it up anyway. All right. That's another 2 minutes down. All right. I'm going to end stream. Thanks for joining, MU. I appreciate it.